Chat, how it feels
John
like to
Wayne
die
Gacy.
from every serial killer.
Imagine that you're a 16-year-old.
John Wayne Gacy as that's rough? Bro, isn't he the clown guy?
Homeless and desperate for work. A man in his 30s pulls up in his
Yep.
car and introduces
What did I
himself
say?
as John. He's friendly, well-dressed, and owns his own construction business. He offers you a job, $10 an hour, cash, no questions asked. He says you can start tomorrow.
$10 an hour?
To discuss
Bro, to be fair, this was in like the 1960s, I think.
Details. You're desperate, exhausted, and hungry. You accept. His house is normal, suburban, and unremarkable. Inside, John offers you a beer and starts explaining the construction work.
Never accepting.
Jokes around.
Could get poisoned, or I'd get drunk and
showing you a
my
magic
senses would be
He
lowered.
pulls out a pair of handcuffs and asks if you can escape from them.
What?
It seems weird, but harmless.
What?
You let him put the handcuffs on your wrists behind your back. The click of the cuffs locking is the last normal sound you hear. John's entire demeanor changes in an instant. The friendly contractor vanishes. He forces you to the floor and ties your ankles. You're screaming, but there's no one to hear you. His neighbors are too far away, and he's soundproofed the room.
Whoever is even... Oh, is he about to, like, deprive him of all of his senses? That's rough? This is at the bottom?
He places a rope around your neck, tied in a specific knot. Then he starts twisting it with a stick like a tourniquet, slowly cutting off your air supply. You can't breathe, and this torture continues for hours. But then finally, he tightens it one last time and doesn't stop.
Hours?
Your last conscious thought is terror. Your body will be buried in the crawl space beneath his house, along with 28 others.
Yeah, he buried people in his floorboards.
John Wayne Gacy was arrested in December 1978 after the bodies of 4 late...
Bro, so he just strangled you for like 3 hours and killed you?
Victims were found in the
It's kind of boring, bro.
River. Police discovered 29
I guess this is
bodies
rough.
buried beneath his house. His trial began
like
in 1980.
At the bottom.
He pleaded innocent by reason of insanity.
Bro,
However,
yeah. $10? I wonder... Bro, I'm about to search that up. How much was $10 in the 1960s? Is that when that took place? What? $110 today? $110 an hour? I don't even think I'm believing that.
the jury convicted him of all 33, and he received the penalty. After all his appeals were denied, he was executed by lethal injection on May 10th, 1994. The Zodiac.
Bro, he was arrested before my dad was even born. That just shows you that was a while ago.
You're sitting on a bench at Lake Berryessa in...
Bro, he was killing people before my grandma was born. My grandma was born in 1967. So this guy was born in like what? Probably World War II? At least? Maybe even before? Yeah, probably. Damn. That guy... Bro, so if he was born in, say, let's just say like the 1940s, bro, he'd be like 80 today? Wait, that's not even that old. I thought he'd be a lot older.
Napa County, California.
Wait.
Enjoying a peaceful picnic with your girlfriend
Wait,
on a warm
who is this?
in 1969.
Oh, the Zodiac Killer.
Shining, the water is calm, and you're completely relaxed. But suddenly, your girlfriend grabs your arm and points toward the trees. She tells you that she thinks she saw somebody watching you guys in the woods, and before you can even react, a 6-foot-tall, 250-pound psycho approaches you out of nowhere. He's wearing nothing but dark clothes, sunglasses, and a straight-up executioner hoodie with a Zodiac sign at the bottom.
That's scary.
The hooded man draws a gun and slowly approaches you. Instinctively, you position yourself between...
Bro, I don't know why. Like, obviously I'm still scared, but like, I feel like people with knives are just so more intimidating than people with guns. Obviously, I can't really say much because I'm not talking from experience here. I've never had a gun pointed at me, like a loaded gun. And I've never had like a knife to my throat or whatever. I just feel like knives would hurt more, you know? Like, getting shot with a gun, like, you're probably gonna faint or something. But if you're getting knifed, if you're getting like stabbed repeatedly, like, you think of, like, I don't know, the Scream movies or something. I just feel like it's worse.
Him and your girlfriend. But to your absolute surprise,
Like, obviously, guns
he
are still
starts to reason
scary,
with
but
you.
like,
He says that he's an escaped convict from Montana, and that all he needs is your car and money to get to Mexico. Even though you don't really have a choice, you tell him you'll cooperate. He orders both of you to lie face down on the ground. Then he tells your girlfriend to tie you up first. Afterward, he then ties her
alright.
up in the same way. Without as much as even a second passing, the criminal tears her to shreds right in front of you with a
Yep.
12-inch carving knife. You scream in horror as you try to break free from your restraints to save her, but your attempt to try to free yourself and charge at him quickly transforms into trying to escape him once you realize he turns his attention towards you. A plunges his weapon into your lower back, then your upper back, then above your ribs, and he doesn't stop. Eventually, as you lie on the ground gasping for air, you watch as the man leaves a note on the side of your car. It'd have a zodiac sign on it with the dates of 3 recent deaths and the words "By Night"
What?
written beside them. This is what happened to Brian Hartnell
Oh my
and his
God.
girlfriend Cecilia Ann Shepard. Luckily enough, Brian would survive the
When is this, the 1960s? You can tell, bro.
encounter, but his girlfriend sadly would pass. Brian would describe the criminal to police officers, but the Zodiac killer would never be caught, and he'd go on to claim anywhere from
Wait,
5
there was
to
color in
37 more victims,
1960?
leaving
I guess that
behind
makes
cryptic
sense.
notes like this. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all. The Butcher. Imagine you're a 4-year-old waiting at a rural train station in Rostov, Soviet Union in
4-year-old?
1984. A middle-aged man
That's
in
when my
glasses
dad was
approaches
born.
you, soft-spoken and grandfatherly. He says he knows a shortcut through the woods to the next town and offers to show
Bro,
you the
I've never
way.
heard of this.
You're running late.
Is this
he
like
seems
Dexter?
harmless, so you follow him. The forest path
Butcher?
gets darker and colder, and you
It's
begin to feel
Jason, bro.
uneasy when suddenly he grabs you from behind. His strength is pretty shocking for his mild
Pause.
appearance. Suddenly, he throws you to the ground and starts slashing with a knife he pulled from his coat. The attack is nothing short of animalistic.
And all the
The
meanwhile,
butcher
he's
your
got the
hands,
Roblox
chest,
man face
mouth,
on.
skull, eyes, and face. You try to scream, but pain cuts your voice short, leaving only faint, rattling breaths. The attack lasts only minutes, but feels like hours. As you're losing consciousness from blood loss, you see him doing something unspeakable with the knife to your body. Your last sensation is the indescribable horror of understanding what
I'm sorry for the lag, guys. I've got a bad, like, thing. Oh my god. How am I only 7 minutes in? Jesus Christ. This is gonna be a short reaction video. We're like halfway in. Yo, but just lagging? Alright. 1 hour of the most absolute painful deaths ever. Bro, I should watch that. Bro, what is going on? Oh, why are we lagging in the middle of my YouTube video, bro? Wait, can you pause videos on OBS? Am I talking on my ass here? I think I am. Chat, is there a pause button? I'm talking to no one, by the way. Drop a follow on the Twitch, drop a sub on the YouTube, please. Yo, what the Luca, is your thing tweaking? No? Bro, what? Bro, is there not a pause button? Oh, wait.
what's happening, but being too weak to stop it. Andre Chikatilo murdered at least
What
50
the
people with the knife to your body. Your
Alright,
last
alright.
sensation is the indescribable horror
Sorry about
of
that.
understanding what's happening, but being too weak to stop it.
Yikes, bro.
Andre Chikatilo murdered at least 50 people, but
Is that Epstein's loosely related cousin? Alright.
between 1978 and 1990. He was eventually identified as the chief suspect of his heinous crimes and arrested. While in court, he was kept in a cage because of his erratic behavior. On one occasion, he pulled down his pants and masturbated in front of the court. He was executed in a Moscow prison in 1994. Jeffrey Dahmer.
We created Open Farm because we were
Jeffrey
really passionate about
Dahmer?
good Milwaukee
Okay,
and the
okay.
ingredients.
Well, there's an ad playing. Jeffrey Dahmer would literally inject things into his victims' brains to make them like mindless zombies, so he could just rape and torture them, and they were all like underage boys. Oh my god. Where you can see like the headset, like, you know how it's like a circle? You can see it like form right here. Chad, is my hat? My hat's got a dent. Look, my hat's got a dent. It's not that big, but like, y'all see that? Alright. I can feel it, bro. There's a dent. Alright.
That's my name. Your name's Liberty Bibberty? You?
What? Alright.
Now imagine you're at a bar in Milwaukee on a Saturday night when a blonde man in his late
Jeffrey
20s
Dahmer's
approaches
insane.
you. He's charming, good-looking, and well-spoken. He introduces himself as Jeff and offers to buy you a drink. He mentions he's a photographer and asks if you'd be interested in making some quick cash by posing for photos at his apartment.
What do you mean
Nope.
by that?
He
Nope.
offers you $50.
Nope.
You're
Nope.
broke, and he seems
Nope.
harmless enough, so you agree. His apartment is at
50 bucks.
924 North 25th Street.
Still no.
It's neat and surprisingly clean. He offers you another drink, a strong rum and coke. You take a few sips, and within minutes, you start feeling dizzy and disoriented. Your vision blurs. You try to stand up, but your legs won't work. The room spins. Jeff is still talking, but his voice sounds distant and distorted. You collapse onto the couch. Then you wake up hours later. But something is wrong. You can't move your arms. You're handcuffed.
Two Jeffs, guys. Epstein and Dahmer are both monsters.
to
Monsters.
something. Your head is pounding and your mouth tastes like chemicals. Jeff is standing
Yep.
over you now, and his demeanor has completely changed. The friendly photographer is gone. What remains is cold, empty, and calculated. He doesn't yell or threaten. He just tells you calmly what's going to happen. He's going to strangle you until you pass out.
That's literally the worst thing ever, bro. I feel like that's what would intimidate me. If I was getting like, if I was unable to do anything and they were telling me what they were gonna do to me, bro, it's like the Doctor in Dexter Book 2. The Doctor in Dexter Book 2, Dearly Devoted Dexter, is one of the worst like fictional human monster villains, whatever, in like a book I've read. The Doctor from Dearly Devoted Dexter, great series, by the way. Everybody should read that. Everybody should read that. Dearly Devoted Dexter. Just start the whole series, to be honest. The Ice Truck Killer was good, but the Doctor in Book 2 is just... I don't know if any of the other ones are better than the Doctor, because I've never read them so far. Like, I'm still actively reading the series. Like, I've seen the entire show, but I'm only on Book 2. By the way, the books are so much better than the show.
And then his freaky ass is going to take advantage of your unconscious body. If you wake
Alright.
up, he'll do it again. But eventually, you'll stop waking up. Your last conscious thoughts are of panic and confusion as his hands wrap around your throat and the world goes dark for the final time. In the same manner, Jeffrey Dahmer murdered 17 young men and boys between 1978 and 1991.
Chad,
He
if
was
I was alive during this time period, this literally could have been me.
arrested in July 1991 after one victim escaped. Harold Shipman.
No, bro, I'm not like saying I'm Jeffrey Dahmer.
What?
I'm not saying I'm Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm saying I could have been one of his victims. Watch the stream, bro.
Imagine you're living your
Oh,
bonus
so
years
Jeffrey
alone
Dahmer and
in
Epstein.
Hyde.
Harold
Greater
Shipman?
Manchester.
I've never heard of this.
You've been feeling tired lately and short of breath. You call your family doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman, a respected general practitioner.
He's a
who's been
doctor?
practicing in the area
What did I
for
just
over 20
say?
years. He makes house calls, which is rare these days, and he's always been so kind and attentive. He arrives at your home within an hour, black
Bro.
medical bag.
The Doctor in Dexter literally has something wrong with his brains to where he can't feel human empathy. That's why he's able to do the things he can do to his victims. Like he literally doesn't feel empathy. He doesn't feel any sorrow for other people. That's the worst type of villain. They physically cannot. It's not like they've gone crazy and they just. I mean, he does enjoy it, but like he literally can't feel empathy. It's crazy.
In hand. He takes your blood pressure, listens to your heart, and asks about your symptoms. He tells you it's likely just a circulation issue, nothing to worry about, but he'd like to give you an injection that will help. You trust him completely. He's your doctor. He prepares a syringe from his bag. You barely feel the needle go into your arm. Within seconds, a warm sensation spreads through your body. You feel relaxed, peaceful, almost euphoric. Dr. Shipman is asking you questions, but his voice is getting farther away. You're so tired suddenly. Your eyelids are impossibly heavy. You try to respond, but the words won't come. Your breathing slows, your vision narrows to a pinpoint of light, then disappears entirely. You die in your armchair, peacefully, never knowing your trusted doctor just murdered you with a lethal injection of diamorphine. Harold Shipman was convicted of killing 15 patients in 2000, but investigators believe he killed between 215 and 250 people over his career. On January 13th, 2004,
Bro, how is there that large of a scale and he's only been convicted of like 15?
himself in his cell at Wakefield Prison.
Oh. I've never seen a Talking Hat video go above Nightmare Fuel. Viewer beware? The Boogeyman?
In 1870, a man named Albert Fish suffered horrific as a child at an orphanage, where he was regularly beaten and...
No. I didn't mean to click off. Here it is. Bro, was that Diddy? I meant to pause it. Was Diddy molesting him? At like a young age, bro? What's going on? And there's an ad.
From zero to lazy.
50 people between 1978 and 1990.
Alright, let me
He was eventually identified.
Why am I all the way back here? Oh, they're the most replayed part? That's bad.
He hanged himself in his cell at Wakefield Prison.
Oh, how it feels to die in every... Alright.
In 1870, a man named Albert Fish suffered horrific as a child at an orphanage, where he was regularly beaten.
Yep, there's Diddy.
And as a result, he exhibited troubling behaviors that would escalate over the years of his life.
Bro, can
Fish
I
would lure
stick
with
shift, bro?
promises of work, candy, or both. And in 1928,
My God.
while pretending to be a wealthy man visiting a family's house to hire their son
Yo,
for work,
we're gonna go back.
Albert would convince the parents of named Grace who was regularly beaten and as a result, he exhibited troubling behaviors that would escalate over the years of his life. Fish would lure with promises of work, candy, or both. And in 1928, while pretending to be a wealthy man visiting a family's house to hire their son for work, Albert would convince the parents of...
Genuinely, what is going on with my controller, bro? Like, I'm so dead serious right now.
Named Grace,
what is going on?
To let him take her to a birthday party. He didn't spontaneously do this, however. He was only able to take them after building trust and warmth with the family. And as you could guess, there was no party. He took her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her. 6 years later, Albert would send the family a letter saying this. On Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you and brought you pot cheese with strawberries. We had lunch. Then Grace sat in my lap and gave me a kiss on my cheek. It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her. The rest of the letter is disgusting, repulsive, and detailed. After reading it, Grace's traumatized parents were able to use it as evidence for officials to track and capture Albert. And after he was arrested, medical examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles into his pelvic region and groin area. X-rays showed them embedded deep in his body, many having been there for years. He had hammered them into himself as punishment and as a twisted form of gratification.
Who the hell is this man?
Grace's fate would be the same of over 1 to 400 other children that Albert Fish did this to.
1 to 400?
By the electric chair in 1936.
Electric chair.
Years old.
This video just gets better and better, bro. What am I even watching?
Was his lawyer, and he refused to release it to the public because he considered it the filthiest thing he had ever read in his life. Majority of people in real life are actually pretty normal, but nonetheless, bad apples still do exist.
Yep.
So always make sure that you're not out at night too late without your friends or family, and also always let your loved ones know where you are at all times. Oh yeah.
Bro, I live in like a bad neighborhood, so I'm like scared to go outside past like
gym, invest in
11
some
p.m.
spray,
Was that Toji?
Or if you're licensed and old enough, maybe some concealed carry. Anyways, have a happy day.
Not old enough, bro. I can't have a gun. Chad, W reacts. I've never even heard of The boogeyman? What was it? Wait, what was his name? Harold Fish?
Called on you and brought you pot cheese with straw. Examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles
Albert
into his
Fish?
pelvic gratification. Sadly, Grace's fate would be the same of over 1 to 400 other that Albert
1
Fish
to
did this
400. I don't get
He
it.
was later on by the
Albert Fish. Albert Fish. Alright, chat. W reacts. Bro, I'm cranking out these reacts videos. Alright, bye YouTube. I'm gonna do another reacts. That was my third react. I'm about to do my fourth and final react. It'll probably end stream. Cause at that point, the stream will go on for probably like 5 hours. I'll see you, YouTube.